Now, drink for Christmas.
Yes, please.
All right? You can have whatever I only drink one thing. It's called a Negroni.
It's my favourite.
I know that is your
My
favourite.
husband loves this too.
And Dan, I know that because when sometimes we go down the pub, I know that you.
Is that where he's gone?
No, but we do for meetings.
Sure.
And then sometimes he says, what should we have? A glass of water? Nah, let's have a Negroni. Okay? It's gin. It's a good Campari Rosso. And of course, the vermouth, I use the red one. Now, how do we do? Very simple. It's equal quantity for all three of them. Do you use a measurement or do you use... I don't. I just go, okay, I like more of this, I like more of that, I do my own thing. So we can all make one. First thing you need to do, put the ice and make sure you roll the ice a little bit into the glass because we want to make sure the glass is nice and cold. You can use a shot or an espresso cup. As far as that is equal quantity, all three the ingredients goes in there.
That's a lot, isn't it?
No, it's not.
So, and Campari next? Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't really matter, Holly. That's the beauty of this drink.
I'm growing to love Campari the older I'm getting.
Really?
Yeah, I am actually.
It'll be Dubonnet next.
Oh, gosh.
I think as we get more old, you don't get old, women don't get old, they get more mature. As you get more mature, we change the palate, don't you think?
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you one thing that as I'm getting older now, I'm liking dry fruits.
Drunk fruits?
Drunk fruits?
What did you say?
Dry.
Dried fruit. As
Like
you get older, you like dried fruit.
I don't know why. I never liked anything like dry figs or dry prunes. Now, raisins. I used to hate raisins.
I love a raisin.
Now I like all dry fruits.
There you go. Your palate changes.
Look at that. You just give it a twirl.
What do we say in Italian?
Salute.
Salute.
Salute e buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Salute
and
e buon
to you
Natale.
as well. Buon Natale. Salute.
Christmas pudding. There are people who like it, who don't like it, and like it a little bit, like it a little bit. I'm taking my time for this item. Don't worry about it. I got an alternative that we do it in Italy. In Italy, it's called zuccotto, which you reassemble the Christmas pudding, but it's completely different. It's made with panettone.
Love it.
You know, those cake that, again...
It's my favourite.
Oh,
it's
you like
vanilla,
it?
It's like a vanilla-y, softer hot cross bun.
Oh, you like it, but many people, they keep it there, and they have no idea what to do with
I'm the only one that
panettone.
eats it.
Do you eat panettone?
Yeah, I do. I find it a bit dull.
Really? With all the flavour, the raisins, the fruits?
It's very light. I like a proper cake.
OK, let me show you how to do a proper cake. First of all, get yourself a bowl. Cling film goes in there, OK? And make sure that is overlapped like that, because we're going to close the cake. Then we got the slice of panettone. Philip, if you can... No, actually, Holly, you finish off slicing.
What width ways? Like
it doesn't really matter. Just 1.5 centimetres.
Can I just move this?
We got hazelnuts here.
Yep.
OK, put them in a food bag and use a pinning reel just to... pinning reel? What is called this?
Rolling
it's not
pin.
a pin. It's a rolling pin. It's not a pinning rail.
Or a spinning rail.
Just crash it down, please, for me. Don't make too much noise because people, they need to listen to what I'm doing. Now, double cream goes in a large bowl. In there, we are going to put... In there, we're going to put icing sugar in the cream, OK? Just like that. And then I'm going to put a little touch of Marsala wine.
How crushed do you want your nuts?
More. A little bit of Marsala wine. If you don't want to use Marsala wine, you can use sherry, which is very good. Everybody's got sherry at Christmas. Or they can use limoncello. OK, that's another one. Look, Ollie, you put it like this.
The smell is killing me.
And you start it to mix until it gets all nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
I got one already done.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. So it gets all nice and fluffy like that. So this one becomes this. OK?
We got that.
Nice and easy. Now, at this point, I go... chocolate. Use good quality chocolate.
Like a high cocoa...
High cocoa, 70-80% high cocoa chocolate. But, you know, the good thing about this one, again, you can use white chocolate, you can use cherries...
So hard to do this quietly and properly. If I want to do it properly, I can't. I can't. It just wants...
That's it, like that.
I'll be here till lunchtime.
Now, you can put dry fruits. You can pretty much whatever you want to do.
You can go
to
for
this recipe. You
it
can
looks
go
like a
for
tiramisu.
it. So far, yes. Now you mix it there. You got, remember, we got the marsala, we got the chocolate.
Is this basically tiramisu inside a panna cotta? What's that called? Panettone.
Panettone. Well, kind of. A little bit like that.
Nice.
Not the same.
That's like two of my favourite things put together.
Panettone sliced.
Really
We got the cream.
bored now.
Okay. Listen,
have a go?
because we are on a hard count. We got the panettone.
Yes.
We got the bowl done.
Yes.
We got the cream.
What do we do with this?
Now, 1 second. We got marsala wine and water, put it together. Philip, have you done that?
Yeah, well, more or less.
Okay. Now, fold it into this. Fold it into that. Put all the nuts in there and fold it. The water and the marsala is very important. You give it a nice whisk, okay? Because we're going to use it to wet the panettone.
Okay.
Do it.
Do what?
Please. Put it there.
What, in,
That's it.
in
Like that. Look. Like that. Put it there. Make sure that you create like a all surrounded by the panettone.
I understand
That's
now.
it. Nice and easy. How you doing here?
Yeah, coming on.
It's going to be quite thick on the bottom,
This one,
Gino.
you can then put... What did you say?
It's going to be quite thick on the bottom.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you know what I mean? It's it layers it up.
It's okay, it's okay. If it gets too thick, just
Tear
tear
a bit
some
off.
of the slices and put on the side.
No,
like that.
don't put that bit there. You got
Okay,
me.
you do it. You do it the way you want to do it. That's the beautiful thing about this recipe. You can express yourself as and when,
No,
you
but
know.
it's neater. You were going to put a manchetto bit on there.
Okay. Now, then we got a pastry brush.
Okay.
What I want you to do with the pastry brush, look,
Yeah.
you just make sure that you wet all the panettone. You can do that. And leave a little bit for the end. In there, Philip, if you don't like nuts, if you don't like hazelnuts, put almonds. You don't like chocolate, put fruit. You don't like sugar, icing sugar, pour brown sugar. You want to add the tinned cherry tomatoes, or not cherry tomato, cherries, tinned cherries, put tinned cherries. You do whatever you want to do with it. Okay? Huh?
If you don't like any of that, buy yourself a pot of yoghurt.
Exactly. Look at one of those Christmas things. Done. Done. Thank you. Done. Done. We are on a hard count. Are we still on a hard count?
Yes, 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. My mum and my dad did me in 90 seconds.
Okay.
That's what my father said to me. 90 seconds. Can you imagine 2.5 minutes? Shh, are you for real? 2.5 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
That's 90 seconds. My father said. Oh, it's a reality. It's the truth.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it was a bit of a quick job, isn't it, 90 seconds? Put a little bit more effort. That's what I feel. Then, another slice of panettone goes on top, OK? Like this. And at this point, we wet the panettone. That's it. Wet it as much or as little as you like, OK? Now, once you've done that, you cover it, you keep pressing down, like that, and then you put it in the freezer. Oh. Now, when you do that, it's very important, this stage, you press it down, and you do all of that, so the cream gets really settled. Huh? So press it. If you want to put a plate on top to put a weight, it's fine. In the freezer, minimum 3 hours. Overnight is absolutely fine. That's what you get.
Oh, my gosh. Does it turn into ice cream, Gino?
Yes. It turns into a semi-friddo.
Semi-friddo.
Now, look, this gives you an idea of a Christmas pudding, doesn't it?
Can I? Yeah.
Go on.
Wow.
What do you want to say?
Gino?
A little bit of... You can do it. A bit of icing sugar goes on top.
Really quite beautiful, Gino.
It's different, is it? Because, you know, you do it with your friends coming around and then put a little bit of Coke as well if you want, all around.
And that's why, also, I know you told me off, but I think that's why it's good to put neat bits in it, because when you tip it out, you can see all the pretty lines.
You are absolutely right.
I know.
You're absolutely... I mean, I rush it because, you know, I don't want to be out of time. But once you've done that, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like from inside. All right? So this is what it looks like. Look.
I like the look of that.
It looks delicious. It's like a posh Arctic roll.
What is that?
It's like vanilla ice cream inside a Swiss roll. Phil,
all right.
jump in.
Go on. And then the inside, you wanted to make it sweeter, or you wanted to put more liqueur, less liqueur. All up to you. It's easy. Everybody's...
It's really good.
No, kids can do that.
That is
Kids
really
can do it.
good.
You get your kids to whisk it up and they can do their own Christmas pudding. And
Thank you.
Cherry and amaretto tart. OK, very simple.
I love you, Gino.
OK, so what are we doing here?
I don't know.
Shortcut pastry. You can buy the one already made. I like to make my own one. And the way I do it, I put icing sugar in it. OK? Now, the secret, I'm not going to show you because this is going to take a long time. The secret is very simple. Plain flour, butter needs to be cold, icing sugar, you start to mix together. The secret is to make sure you don't knead the dough for a long time.
Right.
The more you knead the dough, the more elastic it becomes, the gluten comes out of the flour. You want it to knead as least as possible.
Okay.
What does the icing sugar do when you put
It
that
caramelized the crust. So what's happening? It makes the
yeah.
crust hard. by putting sugar. You know, sugar caramelized, so it makes it hard. So when we're going to put the filling now inside, it's not going to get all soggy.
Right.
Okay? Now, obviously, once we roll it, we put in a pastry case. The oven, 200 degrees. So we could cook the first 12 minutes at 200 degrees, and we cook it blind. Okay? And blind with the beans, not blind like Stevie Wonder. You know, blind like the beans. So then we take the beans off, and then we do the last 5 minutes just the way it should be.
Yeah.
We take it out, and job is done. Now, for the filling, you may ask yourself what's happening. You got eggs, okay? In there, we put icing sugar. Very simple. Then ground almonds. Ground almonds is important. Philip, are you with me?
Absolutely fine.
Ground almonds is important because it gives you that kind of a marzipan texture.
Yeah.
Then we're going to put a little
texture?
meal, a marzipan.
I thought you said a massive pan.
Marzipan.
Oh, right. No, I'm back with you.
Yes.
Marzipan. Okay.
Amaretto liqueur goes in there because it's the flavour of Christmas. You can put orange liqueurs or other stuff, but I think amaretto works really well. Now, Philip, what I got there? I know that you're a huge fan of clotted cream.
I am.
Okay, have you ever done clotted cream with crushed amaretto?
No.
Ooh.
Okay, crushed amaretto in there. Okay, just pick them up and crush them in like that.
Oh, okay.
One by one and fold it in.
Do I just eat it
You
with a
can
spoon?
crush it. No, you just mix it. Rochelle, you can crush it for him. Now, what you doing? Look at the texture that I'm getting here.
I like this.
This is like a stress ball.
Look at that. Can you see the texture I'm getting here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy. You just whip everything
Put all
up.
of these in.
All of it, yeah. Yeah. That's actually quite is a nice thing to do instead of having... Clotted cream sometimes can be slightly too too creamy.
Right.
So I like to have a crunch in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of crunch in there.
Guys, look what I'm doing. I'm putting the mixture in. If you're at home and you think, oh, that is a small amount of mixture for the tart. No. Remember, this is going to rise a little, okay? Once we've done that, cherries. You can use pitted cherries in a tin, or otherwise go for the fresh one. All right, just like that. Just put them around and push them in.
The fake cherries. I don't like those.
Glacé ones.
Oh.
Don't like those?
You don't like the glacé one?
That turns me off every dessert if they're in there. Real cherries I love.
You know, the glacé one wouldn't work here because they would completely mash up.
Right, okay.
Now, 170 degrees, okay? 50 minutes you have to cook this one. Let me give you a tip, though. After 20 minutes, take a little bit of foil and just do that. Go on the edges of the dish, like that.
Okay.
The reason why, because the edges, they always get burned after 50 minutes, all right? So, once you've done that, this goes in the oven. Don't worry, I got one that I prepared earlier. There you go.
Look at this.
This is what it looks like. Philip, can I have the plate? So this is what it looks like after. Guys, you're gonna like this. Philip, you're gonna like this.
Tell me.
Okay, ready? Okay, everybody at home, look what I found. So you put in there, then you twist the end, and then...
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, you like stuff like that, yeah. I knew you would like it. That's why I showed it to you. Look.
Where did you find that?
I don't know. Julia gave it to me. Julia, where did we find this one? The ball that shakes.
Where? Amazon.
Well, that's very helpful. Thank you.
That's really good, isn't
can you believe that? The one chance she had to shine on this.
Julia will not appear on television. She can't bear it.
But did you see
we got a voice
Brilliant.
on. That's good.
It's brilliant.
How cool is that?
That's a very good idea.
And then you put it there. Philip, can you put a dollop of that?
Where would you like it? On the side or on top?
On the side, on the top, wherever you want. You know me, my style of cook, whatever you fancy. This we're going to put it here.